So I have a short story before this video airs, and I don't have makeup on, and I'm still in my jammies, and I don't really care. So we're having dinner last night. Okay. And my husband goes, oh, Lily is freaking out because she's been like wanting to open her birthday presents. Look, the company she has just like, she's so spoiled. She's like begging to open her presents. And my husband made the comment, and I thought he was joking because he doesn't even know her middle name, so why would he know her birthday? Made the comment, oh, you'll get to open them tomorrow, as in like today. And I was like, no, her birthday's on Sunday. And he was like, we're having a party tomorrow. And I was like, no, we're not. Because if she was having a party, I would know, because I would plan it. You know, like I would know. And he was like, well, I invited people over for her party. What? This is why you don't need to talk to people, because clearly I'm like, you can ask him, and he was like pretty annoyed, but I mean, would you blame me? I had like a mini anxiety attack. I couldn't even finish my dinner because when things kind of like are thrown at me, like really sudden, you know, I can keep it cool and collected, but a birthday party, I literally cried a little bit. And don't laugh at me, like it's just this instinct I have when I'm like nervous and I'm scared and I'm anxious and, you know, normal or whatever. After dinner, I told the girls, I was like, look, we're just gonna go to the store and throw stuff in the cart, and hopefully we can just throw something together. So Lily wanted Halloween theme. I'm gonna get a skeleton, and all this little candy is gonna go through his body. It's super cute. I'm making her cake because clearly like I won't have time to order one. And I'm gonna make like a spiderweb cake. So I'm just letting you know a little short story before this video actually gets like started. That's my oven for my cake that I have to make because our party is today and I didn't know she was having one. Anyway, so have a few friends coming over, no big deal. I know Chris, his brother, and 2 friends are coming over. My mom's coming. Wish me luck, okay? Like, wish me like the best of luck, okay? I'm gonna make a spider cake, and here's the spider base, and yes, it has a hole in it, and these are gonna be all the spider legs.
Whistle while you're working, rain, rain, go away. I can feel the cloud hanging over me, over me. Same shit, different day. Do they get a kick out of pushing me, pushing me?
Hey, since like all my cupcakes are baking and whatever, I thought I would jump on, and since it's Lily's almost birthday, she turns 4 tomorrow, but we're having her a party today, and I've already explained that my husband, whatever. So I'm just gonna put a little look together. While I'm getting ready, I kind of wanted to share like Lily's, not birth story, but just a little about how the day went. Okay, so the day like started, she was due October 15th, 16th, somewhere around there. All right, bye, Emma.
Bye.
Okay. Leave! Emma. Anyway. Okay, so she was due like the 15th or 16th or somewhere around there. It was like a week after my birthday. So it's like a typical day, and I guess I should add, Chris had left for basic training August 31st. I already knew he was just gonna miss the birth, and whatever. And by this time I was just used to him being gone. I was used to doing, Gabe was in kindergarten. That's crazy because he's in 4th grade now. Andrew was in pre-K, and I just had Emma. Emma was like a year and a half. I woke up and I was just having these like side pains. Like they kind of remind me of like when you work out and you get like just those side pains, I guess, like if you haven't worked out in a while. I was just like, is this normal? I don't know. And so I just kept going through my day, and I ended up taking Andrew. I took Gabe to school first and then Andrew. And on my way home, I called my doctor. I just kind of left a message because I think it was before hours. Like, that's how early I was up. It was just like, look, I don't know what these are. I don't know if they're okay. And by now I've had 4 kids. So I'm kind of like, I know what good signs and bad signs are, I guess, like in your pregnancy. It's just like, I've been tired. I think I was already on bed rest, but I was by myself, and you know, when you have 4 kids, you're never really on bed rest. The nurse called me back, which, funny story, I am like actually really close with my OB and her nurse. Like, we go to lunch and stuff. Like, it's like super, like, it's really cute. So she called me and she's just like, hey, can you just like go into labor and delivery? And by this time I'm already picking up Andrew because he just goes to half days. I was just like, I guess. So, quick jump forward. I have an amazing support system. Like, when Chris left, I was kind of like a wreck. But between like my family, like my mom, my sister, my church, oh my gosh, Southside saved my life. So, you guys, they like put a meal train together in like 30 minutes, and I had anyway, and just like close friends that would just come over, let me sleep. Like, I don't even, that was the most, I've just never felt more blessed in my entire life, like in my entire existence during that time. Everybody stepped up, and it was just like, for me and my kids, and it, back to where the nurse was just like, hey, can you just go to labor and delivery? And so I'm freaking out. I still have Gabe in school. Arranged someone to get him. I can't remember if it was my sister or Lisa. I think it was my sister. She picked up, no, I really can't remember. This is like how crazy it was. Anyway, my sister did pickups and drop-offs for a little bit. I remember Lisa picking up. My mom was like at home with the baby. No, my mom was with me. I was with Emma, I'm pretty sure. It was just, it was crazy. Like, and it was like, I didn't even like feel worried. It's just like everything just kind of lined up, and people just was like, I'll do whatever you need. I think I took Emma to labor and delivery with me. Honestly, I can't even remember that part. It's really kind of blurry. I get to labor and delivery, and then you know how they monitor you for a little bit. If anybody's, you know, been through that. I think I was already at a 3, and they were just like, let's just go have this baby. And I was just like, wait a second. I don't even have clean sheets on my bed right now. I didn't even have a diaper bag. I didn't even have clothes for me. Like, I was like a mess, like not prepared to have this baby at all. And then I started getting like I tell people I was totally fine knowing that Chris wasn't gonna be there. But for like the split second, I remember like, and I will never forget this moment. When they told me we were having this baby, I was just like, second of like reality hitting me that I knew like this is the first kid that he was not going to be there for, and it just like crushed me because I knew it was going to be our last. Just have that moment anyway, and then I got over it really quick because I was just like, get me my epidural. I did the epidural with all 4 of mine, and I do have these like back pains from it still. Like if I lay on my stomach too long, it hurts. Like it just hurts. I can't help it. So then I get to my room and I'm getting my gown on. I remember I didn't have makeup on, so my mom and my sister, I can't remember, came and brought me all my stuff. And I mean, I have pictures of me doing my makeup before I actually even, like, I'm just in my gown. Because I was like, well, I don't know when this baby's coming, but I know I'm getting pictures taken, so gotta look a little decent. All that's getting taken care of. I get my epidural, and then I'm laying there. And with the first 3, my first 3 with Gabe, Drew, and Emma, I was induced. So knew what was happening. I was prepared. I got to pack. It was just easy, and everybody like had time to prepare. I had time to like, it was just easy. This one, by the time I get like admitted and hooked up and everything, I mean, it's like 8 o'clock. Like it's, you know, it's late. I remember Deanna was at home with my kids. She was going to stay home with the kids. My sister was going to take them to school. And they were just kind of same routine. Nothing was going to change for them, which they were awesome. Like they just were such good kids during that time. Well, I mean, I was in the hospital, I don't really know, but they just cooperated. Anyway, all that went down, and ended up having Lily. I remember my sister going home, and we lived 10 minutes from the hospital. We were super close. So she went home, and then she was going to be the one that took pictures. And my sister, since Chris wasn't there, it's usually my mom and Chris in the room. That's it. Well, this time Chris wasn't there, and I'm like, I really wanted my sister there for some reason. I was just like, look, I just need you. She was just like awesome, and I'll never forget because it was like her first like ever experience something like this. It was cool watching her experience my birth. I know that sounds weird, but it was really neat. It was a cool sister moment, and I've never told her that, so Kat, I love that you were there witnessing that for the first time. And she got there just in time. They were gowning up, and Lily is actually my first baby that my doctor didn't deliver, and I was super sad about it because I was just like, how cute would that be if my doctor, like, you know, ended up like birthing all mine. But it's okay. I forgave her for not being up at 4 in the morning because yeah, Lily was born at 4:56 in the morning on October 6th. I remember, okay, so with all my epidurals, I never felt anything. I remember with Gabe, like my legs were literally hanging off the bed, and I had no idea. Like I was completely like numb, like had no feeling. I remember when I was pushing with Gabe, I had no feeling, so I was just like laughing my butt off because I didn't understand why I was pushing. Like, I mean, I knew like a baby was coming out, but like I had no, people were like, girl, you'll know when you need to push, and I was just like, I'm pushing, and I don't know why. Anyway, so with Lily, I felt everything. It didn't hurt. I could feel that, like, I remember, I think I was trying to sleep, but then I remember kind of like waking up, and I was like, I gotta go to the bathroom, like, so bad. It's like, I called my nurse because, you know, like, whenever you feel like you have to go to the bathroom, it's probably, you know, it's probably the baby. Anyway, so it was, she was like right there, and I remember getting this like tingly feeling, like a burning sensation, and I was like, whew, what is that? Like, it was burning like the ring of fire. I totally felt that. It that was so hard. It like made me not want to push. It's totally chickening out. It just burned. And you know, whenever you feel like a burning sensation, like you try to stop what you're doing because obviously it's burning and you don't want it to keep burning, but you have to because a baby's coming out of you. So I'm just like sitting there and I'm like not screaming, I'm not crying, I'm just like get this over with. Remember, she came out and like she was coming out and I just kind of like lifted up because I was like, oh my god, she's coming. Put her on me and I remember the relief, like, oh my gosh, she doesn't burn anymore. And I just laid there with her. Like, I had my hand, and I have a picture, I'll show you. I have my hand like on her head and I was just like, all I was thinking, like, my mom was crying, my sister was crying. I don't know if they were crying over the fact that they just saw me deliver my last baby. I don't know if they were crying over the fact that like Chris wasn't there. Like, I'll never know. I was just like, thank goodness. Like, I was not even upset that like my husband wasn't there. I was just like, this is over, thank God. That was that. I remember Emma meeting her for the first time. Emma was such a baby. Going home, I remember I was so eager to go home. So my sister drove me home because I had to drive myself to the hospital. My sister drove me home. But I remember, like, I think the day after, my sister took them to school, but 2 days after I had her, I was dropping off the kids. I mean, I had to, like, I'm their only parent there. Mom stayed with me for like a week or two, like, and she lives like 15 minutes away from me, but she was like at my house. The church still, I was still receiving like meals from them. I remember on my birthday, Chris called me, and all I could do was send him a Red Cross that his wife was in the hospital, and he knew that like whenever he received that message, like what was going on. So she was born on October 6th, so he called me on October 9th, which was my birthday, and I was like emotional as heck because I was eating dinner and I was just like crying after that. I told him about Lily's birth and everything, and at the time, you know, after you have the baby, you literally go to the doctor like less than a week. During that time, I was breastfeeding, but Lily was really jaundiced. I think I dealt with a little jaundice with Drew, but it wasn't as intense. And Lily it was pretty bad. It was noticeable. You could tell like she was jaundiced, and that itself, I think, kind of finally it all started to hit me that I'm doing this almost alone. I just spilled my eliminator everywhere. I don't think it would have been as bad as if I knew Chris was like reachable, but he wasn't. So I felt like I was alone. It's like we were in and out of Cook's, seeing specialists, doing blood work. She got poked so many times, and I mean, we did this for like 2 to 3 weeks. She was constantly by the window. She couldn't drink breast milk. She had to switch to formula, which was okay. I've done both. I'm a mother that I have no preference. Whatever best for my baby, whatever I can produce, whatever, you know. But I pumped and I saved it, and yeah, it was just a hard time because her levels weren't getting better. Anyway, it was just a really hard time for me doing it alone. I'll never try to admit that it was a hard time because, you know, I got through it and it's not a big deal anymore. It was pretty rough. And so I remember he called me. He got a quick phone call. Like, I don't even know if he was supposed to call me. He was in an office and I guess they had stepped out, so he literally picked up the phone and called me. He was like, hey. Just like hearing his voice just made me cry. I was just like bawling. Literally 3 seconds after he said hey, he's like, I have to go. and just hung up. And talk about train wreck. Like, she was late to her appointment because I just like couldn't get together. But after 2-3 weeks, we got over it. She started turning a normal color. So yeah, that's pretty much her whole story. Now she's about to be 4. She knows her whole alphabet. It's crazy how she's my last. And it's like, I guess you could say, like, girl, you have 4, you can slow down. But no, like, knowing that she is like forever my last baby is just a weird feeling for me. Like, just, she's the queen bee. She's like my best friend. I wouldn't trade that for anything. Like, she's just a really good kid. A big brat sometimes when she doesn't get what she wants, but, and I know parents say this all the time, but I don't know what our family would be without her. Like, she kind of just like changed all of us. I mean, you hear what is happening? You hear people, you know, say they're gonna have 4 kids, and you're just like automatically like, it's kind of like a scary thought. And knowing that I was gonna be doing the first whole month by myself was really challenging. Okay, I give up. I didn't think we would ever make it here. She's the angel of the family. Like, you just see her and I'm trying to like do this and not feel emotional. We would do anything for Lily. Lily is everyone's like safe zone. We are who we are because of her. Like, it's just a crazy feeling to know just like how much we just needed her. We enjoy it so much because everyone like has a buddy. Like, Gabe has Drew, Drew has Gabe, Emma has Lily, and Lily has Emma. And it's just like the dynamic of our family, it just like would not be the same if, you know, one kid was left out. I couldn't thank God enough for like just giving me one more test. And the fact that, you know, we have been such a blessed family. 4 kids, and I don't know what I would do with like if something happened to one of them. So we love you, Lily. I would never throw a party in a day in advance, but for Lily I would. Lily just she makes things worth it. She makes it interesting. She like spices things up for us. She's such a girly girl that likes tutus and dancing. She's complete daddy and mommy's girl. And I bet you can ask each of her siblings, you know, who's your favorite sibling, and each and every one of them will say Lily. She just has this way of stealing the show. We are so happy that she's ours. So I'll end it here since I am done. Happy birthday, Lily. We love you so much. Would not do this for any of them but you. I'm just kidding. But you know how special you are, and you know how much you're loved, and I just can't get over you. You are growing up to be such an incredible child, an incredible person. You are so generous. You throw the craziest fits, but you literally have us laughing all the time. We would not be who we are without you, Lily. Happy birthday.
Cha-cha-cha.
Happy birthday, dear Lily.
Cha-cha-cha.
Happy birthday to you.
Cha-cha-cha. Ooh la la.
I'm literally in the dark. finally eating.
Spent 24 hours, I need more hours with you. You spent the weekend getting even, ooh. We spent the late nights making things right between us. But now it's all good, babe. Roll that backward, babe, and play me close. Cause girls like you run around with guys like me till sundown. When I come through, I need a girl like you, yeah, yeah. Girls like you love fun and yeah, me do what I want. When I come through, I need a girl like you.